You know, it's the Jack
What?
Kirby Museum. We're live.
What? What? We
No,
are?
Tom. Yeah, we're live. Hi,
Oh, I hope
everybody.
so.
Everybody who's watching live, and I'm alive. And anybody who's watching in the in the reruns as you're uh, checking us out after the fact, we welcome everybody to the show, and we're really glad that anybody watches and comments and so on. So it's great to be here. Here we go. Look, it's us. Here we are. Okay.
Welcome, everyone.
Hi everyone. Lantern Zone. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you on YouTube. And Mark, good to see you again from YouTube as well. Great. So I'm Rand Hoppe, and you
I'm Tom Kraft.
you are.
Pre-
That's true.
and
I
and what are you
recognize you.
doing on a museum screening event? I'm the president. Who are you?
I am so lucky and honored to have been doing all this Jack Kirby stuff for the last year 17 years since the Kirby Museum came into existence. It was my idea. What can I say? Whatever. It can, it
Brilliant.
not, Jack Kirby needs a museum, even if it is a virtual museum. We need something. Comic book deep dives on YouTube. Great to see you. I know this episode's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, let's head through our thing. So here we are. It's episode 2. Issues of Captain America 195 and 196.
Things are getting ugly.
Action packed. That's just how it is. They're it's a very exciting 2 stories. It's Michael Hill on Facebook. Great to see you, man. Thanks for
Hi,
joining
Michael.
us. Michael's working on another book.
Yeah, I
Looking
saw it
forward
on
to that.
Facebook today.
That's
I
right.
was,
I know.
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, this episode 2, issues 195 and 196, and so in the last few weeks we looked at what did we do over here. We looked at his first 2 issues from Captain America in the mid 70s, and then we kind of did like a ramp up intro. What, Jack's back? What's that mean? Who's this Kirby guy? I'm at the drugstore. No, I'm not. Sorry. What was it from? Yeah, it was just I was going to newsstands in Florida, and it was
That's
very
what
exciting.
that's what we used to go to comic book. I mean, we used to go to drugstores and stuff before all the comic book stores. There were
Yeah,
comic book stores too, but there weren't. You could get
right.
comic books anywhere, any drugstore,
Candy
any
stores,
supermarket. It was
candy
great.
stores. I love the candy stores. They were
Yeah, the
really
candy
cool.
stores are great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyhow, so yeah, so on the same 7-Elevens, convenient smarts, spinner racks everywhere. So yeah, look at all go. Please check out our YouTube channel. We've got so much stuff. Where exactly, Mark? The 7-Eleven. They got Slurpee cups. Where's my Kirby Slurpee cup? I have one. It's right here behind my screen. We've done a whole bunch of series of live streams that I think you'll find interesting if you check it out. We finished up Commandy back in September. That was incredible. We've done The Losers. We've looked at Jack's magazine projects for DC. The fantastically named first issue special
What?
series, which also included Richard Dragon,
The
Kung Fu
classics.
Fighter, and Justice Incorporated, and
Classics.
Cobra. Yeah.
Cobra. Yeah.
Of course,
Oh,
the fantastic OMAD.
was the most reworked thing I've ever seen. Cobra.
Yeah. I mean, that actually comes out right around the time that we're looking at, in like while Captain America is coming out. I know. That we did Demon. We did like 26 hours of stuff. This stuff is on our YouTube. There's so many
Some
wonderful
great
people.
interviews, actually.
Yeah, great
It'd be
interviews.
worthwhile looking at some
Just
awesome.
Go for a
interviews.
wander, and there's this thing on YouTube now where you can kind of set things up as podcasts. So we might retroactively make our things podcasts. I
Wow.
don't know. Whatever that means.
What's the difference?
You tell me, buddy. I don't know, but it's a thing. I don't know. I think it just helps. It gets on the podcast apps. You listen. We're talking about art. Hopefully, it's interesting enough. We're like, look at that thing over there, but yeah. So
okay.
Podcast. So what? Black screen. So where were we? This is where we were
at the end of 1984, going to 1984.
Right, and the Trojan Horde, and the Steve and Sam, our heroes, Cap and the Falcon, were they were grabbed and brought into this underground
community of crazy people.
Yeah, like horrible, just horrible, like elitists who were. We'll find out in this story, who these people are in the background of this first panel. But yeah, so anyhow, they've been looking for this underground thing, and they've been sending SHIELD agents in.
Right.
So yeah. Okay, so let's head off. We are looking. This issue came out in December 1975. I'd like to thank Anthony for sharing his name with us.
Yeah, I bought that I must have bought that as a back issue.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. And Anthony's with us forever. That's fun. It's kind of a cool cover. There's a gallows, and Cap and the Falcon. These guys are all throwing steel rods at them.
Yeah, looks steel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They don't look happy.
They're not happy. No. So we do have the original art.
Woo!
And yeah, it's kind of cool. There's like some lines over here that kind of indicate that there's some paste up going on. And there was, because we will see. Bloop. I believe, if I understand it, it looks like since they ended up with the SHIELD blocking the Falcon's name, that was a change that they put in probably in the Marvel offices.
So what do we have here? We have two different covers. We have two different
scans
versions
of the same cover.
Oh, was it an overlay?
I don't know.
Oh,
it was not scanned at that. It's two scans.
Huh.
Yeah. I don't remember when.
Well, it doesn't look like there's any paste ups there. The thing on the bottom right. I think it was an overlay. I think I scanned this a long time ago.
Oh, you did a long time ago. But yeah, there's a line here. You see in the center where I'm wiggling.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a line there, and it looks like, if I remember looking at the scan, it looks like there was a line over here too. So I think they made some adjustments on an overlay, which probably is where the burst was as well. The burst was on an overlay because the burst is not on the on the right.
Right.
So
there's not that
part of
our paste ups over things.
Yeah. So all it's interesting, just to see what was going on. And I wish we had the pencil photocopy for this, but we don't. So there we are.
Oh well.
But looks like, I believe it's Giacoya here inking, which is lovely. Looks good. All right, let's head into the story. It's 1984. Men Among Monsters. Oh boy. So yeah, they're out in the Western Badlands in a hidden place, and there's just
they're underground in this huge facility, community, city of people, and trying to bring back the way it was before the Revolutionary War, where there's people, aristocrats, and there's low people, and
that's it.
They control everyone. That's it. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. So, okay. Oh man, look at this. That is
that's a nice one.
Sure is.
And what is that person in the bottom left with its mouth open?
Yeah, is that like a thing that Jack does all the time to indicate deep space? It is. Yeah, it's very cool. Very cool. Yeah, so Cap's shield breaks down some steel and wood and opens it up, and there's a breakout at the manual labor pool. Yeah, you can see the terror in their faces in that splash. Yeah. And it's called a citizens' protest. Shoot to kill. These escapees are not labor zombies. They're real trouble.
So I don't understand. I mean, maybe I don't understand the history of the Falcon, but how is he able to fly like instantaneously?
There's something mechanical in his wings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So hello, good day to you, Andre, I think on YouTube, and yeah, it really is an awesome splash page, Lantern Zone. That's great. So yeah, so now they've broken out. Then what do we got? We got all right. So Cap is barreling into these guys, these soldiers of the elites, and they can't nail him, and he hits him with the shield.
And he tries to aim for his feet or something like that,
right,
or his head.
Yeah, my next shot will get your leg.
Yeah. No, it won't.
And yes, hello. It's always good to see you from Southwestern Ontario, and I'm glad I got that right, Andre. I looked it up just because. I'm not used to the that alphabet, so I wanted to be sure. Yeah, so Cap, just really pushes back on these guys. But we do have we don't have a lot of original art, and we have some pencil photocopies for this issue. No, we have complete photocopies for this issue, but not a lot of original art, and not a lot of original art for the next issue, and one page of pencil photocopies for the next issue.
So if you have original art and would like to have it archived so that we could include it in future shows like this for the Jack Kirby,
that's right,
digital archive, reach out to us.
Yes, reach out to us, because we'd love to record this stuff and scan it for posterity. But that's just how we roll. So check out this original art. It's actually look at this guy looking out at us, and over here, Tom, he's doing it again.
He's back again.
For reinforcements, yeah. But you can see some whiteout and weirdness on the word balloon here in the second tier.
Yep.
Which is
what is that?
Well, here's the pencil photocopy. And it's Jack writes, Captain America lives up to the legend created by his countless exploits. The mercenaries find themselves outmatched by a master of combat. So I guess, Marvel Office decided to change it to "and soon."
And soon?
And soon. So this instead of just having over here it says his countless exploits ... The mercenaries find themselves outmatched. They added "and soon" for some reason. And then Jack writes, "That won't stop me, you rat." And they changed that to "Sorry, fella, but that won't stop me."
That's so boring.
That's so weird. Like, I mean, and we do have an anecdote where somebody reported that Jack spoke to Archie Goodwin and described these changes and was like, why are they making these changes? And they don't change it. They're not fixing anything. And it just seems like changes just for changes. And there's a few of them. So it's a little weird. But yeah, it's oh, I'm sorry, I left out the first one. Yeah, it's a lovely final frame there at the bottom with him looking through the the wood. Yeah, it could be its own panel. I know. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Comic book deep dives. Rat was so much better. Come on, that won't stop me. You Rat, it's perfect. Why is it being softened? I don't. Captain America wouldn't call somebody a rat. I don't know. What's the motivation? Look at me.
Maybe they like rats because there are a lot in the Marvel office.
Oh man. Yeah. All right. So yeah, let's move on. That's my answer to the arrogant cause you serve. It'll never succeed. Ask any Nazi and lives in the ruins of his past. All right, let's move on. So, okay, watch out. Falcon's flying, picks up the guy, jams his head into the ceiling. All right, let's move on. They find themselves. Let's visit that room where they wheel in men and wheel out monsters, and then they find it, and it's a classic Kirby lab.
Yeah, it looks a little bit like that demon with the monster. They had that same
yeah, you're right. Yeah,
thing that turned him into that. Yeah.
So yeah, it seems like they're still doing their and the Cap says, not monsters, Falcon, but creatures deprived of rights and reason. And then he says, looks like the depriving is still going on. Who are these fools? All right. You heard me at the door. You're out of business. Cut it out. No way. He no longer fits into your society. And then we see this
transformation.
He's one of those great Kirby 3 panel.
And who are these people? I think they said it already, didn't they?
No, they're just saying that they're creating a new America, and isn't it here? We're gonna he's gonna have a weak mind and a strong back.
Right. So they're breeding they're changing these men into these types of beings so that they can better serve them and essentially not like complain or anything like that.
Making him an animal who must carry the burden of an elite of parasites. That's right, Jack. So we used to call them the aristocracy. Oh, there'll be no slaves, just a classified labor force. That's all
of course. Yes.
And then a woman shows up and says, golly, that's what Papa says. Okay. Who is this woman that just showed up? I'm going to turn the page and we'll find out.
You just do that.
Look at me go. Okay. So now Falcon's like, what? There's a chick here, man. I don't feel right beating up a guy in front of a chick. Really? He says that. It's hilarious.
Yeah,
he says, I'd be embarrassed. It's embarrassing. I don't know what that means, Jack. Is that like... That's right. It's Cheer Chadwick. So...
And who does she look like?
No,
all you have to do is get rid.
We'll get there. I got a little.
She looks like somebody, but she looks like somebody I've seen before.
We'll find out. Yeah, I haven't. We've talked about Cheer, and her papa's a big wig, and she's kind of like, well, sorry, Miss Chadwick, we want to kill these guys, and she's like, oh no, don't do that, but please, Miss Chadwick, we must. All right, Ruben. Ruben is back. I'm so glad you have passed through an illness. And
glad you're hearing better, Ruben.
That's great. Right. On Ruben on Facebook. So yeah, so the elites decide things, and I'm an elite, so I'm gonna hit you on the side of the head, helmet guy.
It's Cher.
Cheer. Add an E. I don't know. I think it looks like Cher, right?
It's pretty obvious that just the name CHEER, just give it an E.
The funny thing is, though, my first thought, I wanted to go and I thought of. I mean, it is, it's Cher, but I went and looked at the these women from that last panel of Dr. Glenn, whatever his name is, from the True Divorce magazine that Jack drew, and how dramatic and how great these women look because they all had different faces. And this woman here next to the doctor, I was like, what kind of looks like her? No, it's Cher. Anyhow, so
well, the difference is that Cher has a narrow vertical head.
Yeah.
And then this is exactly like her. I mean, it's her.
Yep, I know. I don't know whether she's got her Bob Mackie outfit on. That was the guy who designed her outfits for the TV.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that tidbit of.
Why do I even remember that? Like Bob Mackie. Look at
Don't go there.
I think there's a line in here too that got edited. I could be wrong about this one. I guess not. Yeah. So there's that page. It's great. I mean that middle tier is fantastic. Oh really? Yeah, Ruben, you think Bob Mackie's over there? It's it's possible. I think everybody was looking at everything else. Mark is like, I hope Sonny shows up later. Do you really?
Read the one above that. I thought she was based off Char.
Oh, you thought she was based off Char too? Yeah, Cher. Yeah, it's great. Lantern Zone. Yeah. All right, let's move on. So, like royalty of old, Cheer haughtily brushes aside the menacing soldiery and defuses the situation. Okay, move aside. And then
she's an elite.
She's an elite. She orders everybody around. Let's get in this elevator, and you can see that we're level B is the labor force. Level 1 is military tactical troops. 2 is repair and maintenance force. 3 is white collar force. And then she's like, "It's beautiful.
It's so organized."
Level 5.
Everybody doing their part.
Yeah, and she's like, "Go to level 5. That's where my surprise is." And Cap's like, "Is it the Mad Bomb? Is it Big Daddy?" And then they get out, and Cap is kind of like, "What?"
It's not what they expected.
Good morning, Delight Loves Movies on YouTube. It's great to see you too. Yeah, the pencil stuff is fun. We're a little limited on this show, but we're doing what we can with the pencils. And then we cut to outside in the the barren wasteland.
In the desert. Yeah. It's the desert.
Yeah.
And there's
the Badlands is where it is. Yeah. So
and the military is still searching for this place, for this underground place where where troops of their men have disappeared looking for them.
That's right. So they're flying around. They don't see anything, and then the general is like, "It doesn't make any sense. Where are the tracks? There must be tracks."
But we get to meet him, right? Do they say his name here?
Yeah, give me a sec.
Oh, no, they don't say it on this page.
Not on this page.
Yeah.
But then they have some new tech. It's called a groundhog, and they're a hound dog. And it's this vehicle here, and you get in it.
Looks like a hat, like a helmet.
It's a totally crazy, fun Jack thing.
Yeah, it is. But they call it ugly, and the ugliest contraption I've ever seen.
That's right.
But if it can find the hidden enemy, I'm going to gold plate that thing. Damn it.
Right. And that's when they'll have to reckon with General Argyle Fist.
What a name.
And then at the bottom, we cut back to what these guys are seeing with these, you know, these people yelling. I'd just like to remind everybody of Argyle. More Argyle. And there's some more Argyle. So, you know, Argyle fist. Okay.
Where did he come up with that?
Yeah, it's funny, right? Argyle fist.
General Fist.
Yeah, General Fist. Yeah,
so this is
what 3 on YouTube. Yeah, loves the hard, bitter OG military faces. It's great.
This is where the 1984 thing comes in.
Yep. And it's like, yeah, there's a double talk, and who is this guy? He's not real. He's a composite face put together by a computer.
So is that AI? AI. Jack saw AI. All put together by a computer.
It's a large language model. We must be aware of the freedom freaks. So he's tagged the freedom freaks. He's got a gallows, you know. It's the American flag, and instead of stars, it's a gallows for the freedom freaks. Oh man. If this leader doesn't exist, then the elite runs the whole show. They offer the followers an image while they wield the power. And then it's just
the mob just eats this stuff up. We can't wait to see the love machine.
The love machine. The love machine, again, a gallows. Show me you, my love. Show us your love. Kill them. And they destroy that effigy there. What do we got? This is a question. D. Bruce Barry was with Jack. It was like an issue of Chicoya, and then D. Bruce Barry, and
Then D. Bruce Barry came in. Eventually, Mike Royer does come in, but much later.
He does, right?
A little later, not much later.
Yeah. So they destroy the. Oh no! I'm sorry. 75 YBA's granny was a Highlander from Inverness. Loved the Argyle. I know it is. So it is a fashion statement. Yeah. And Ruben says, "This is so great. I love when Jack came back to Marvel and did Cap." Yeah. So they destroy the effigy, and the AI is like, your enemy is our enemy. This is wonderful.
I declare this a day of joy.
Yes, it's a day of joy. Go to the arena and watch the game. The teams are ready to entertain you. And then Cap and Falcon are like, yeah, that's not great. Cheer. It's like, oh, really? What would impress you? Hey, show me the mad bomb. Cap is just like, show me the mad bomb. I'm like, okay. Mm-hmm.
That could, and then he explains it. It could wreck the United States, and she just says, so.
Millions of people may become mentally disabled. Why should that concern me?
I'm the elite.
I'm the elite. We take care of our own. Yeah. We can't believe you're as selfish and ruthless as your papa. You did come to our aid, didn't you? Suddenly, a large and ponderous shadow falls upon the trio. They're given no time to avoid what follows. So these are the new rookies. Bam! Don't damage them. You'll ruin their value. And then get up, Lorky. Let's see what you're made of. That's an aggressive female.
Where women are concerned, I'd rather talk things out. Will you listen?
And no, he's on his feet. He has spunk. Well, check this out. Here's another fantastic.
Wow.
Let's see. That's nice. I thought there was a change here, but I'm wrong. All right. Yep. Get up, Rookie. Let's see what you're made of. Yeah, so that's that. That's a fun big splash. Big panel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Very powerful.
Page 14. And then, before here, this is where the change is. Okay, so before he can move, she puts out her hand.
Can't see.
I
like that middle splash. It's great. I'm in middle panel.
Yeah, the team. Yeah. And an instant later, Cap is struck hard by a 50-pound metal glove. Yeah, they are beautiful pencils, Ruben. And then another challenger, as I'm tricky as you are, sister. You wouldn't tag me that easily, so check this out. Cap's giant adversary suddenly thrusts forward a gloved hand, exposing a series of mirrors in its palm.
Yeah.
Okay. And surprise is the name of the game, dude. I got no time for talking. And then, okay, ugh, can't see. And then, an instant later, and this is before he can recover, Cap is struck hard. Okay.
Yeah, that explains it more, I
don't know. So, yeah. So Falcon avoids her.
They also added the thing at the bottom.
No, they just it got moved.
Oh, it got moved.
It is the script is true. It's just they didn't. I don't know what, and anyhow.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, the Falcon circles, trying to upset her timing. Can't you find a friendlier way of dealing with men? Are you afraid of competitive sports? You're a barbaric cat. You should be caged. And then boom.
You amateur, I told you. Takes off her helmet.
Yeah. I told you, dum-dum's the name of the game. Yeah. Fair play is outlawed. Yeah. It's easy. Yeah, it's easy for Jack to refer to Patton when he does generals. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
So she's like, well, Miss Chadwick, they'll never make the team. They're no good. And Cheer's like, no, I've seen them fight. They wouldn't last a second. It would be a waste. But we've got time and people to waste. And then she calls her Tinkerbell.
Yeah, that's her name, Tinkerbell.
Mm-hmm, Tinkerbell. I never disobey the elite. All right, so she picks the two men up and carries them away,
like they're nothing.
Like they're nothing, and then Cheer calls her dad and says, "Well, they asked about the mad bomb. Don't worry about it. They'll soon be dead." All right, so there's that. As I recall, I didn't see anything of interest in the letters pages. I could be wrong, but we're going to move on to the next issue. It's issue 196, and Cap's on a skateboard. So that's the
beginning of 1976.
It's January 76, the bicentennial year.
What were you doing
then?
Do you remember bicentennial moments? They used to have these things in between TV shows
on the TV. Sure.
Yeah.
You remember when everybody? We're old. You remember when everybody was painting the fire hydrants red, white, and blue?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
All the fire hydrants were like, let's paint them red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that one. They did a great job. Let's go driving. And look at painted fire hydrants. Shoot me
I
down.
didn't do that.
No. And what was the other thing? Well, that was the main one. So, notice anything different?
Not yet. Still scanning. No. Well, it's Kraft. They added stuff.
We have a Jack Kirby, Frank Giacoia figures of Cap and the Falcon at the top, surrounding the logo.
That was
first appearance.
Okay, yeah.
So
and they kept that. They actually kept that after Jack left, I think. I seem to remember it lasting.
They're really cool drawings, and I'm glad that they finally put that in there, because the other ones were, I
wonder where the original art of that is. They must have drew them.
We haven't seen them, right? Yeah.
No, never. Yeah. They must exist, because they're, unless they're swipes, but I don't think they're swipes. They look like they're meant to be there.
No, it's a real thing. Yeah. So it's really hard, really bad. Photocopy. This was the best I could get out of it. Maybe, some more effort. We could have gotten some more detail, but looks good. Well, Comic Book Deep Dives on YouTube says the Kill Derby script at the bottom looks very similar to the Rollerball script. I guess that's when I forgot. I was going to put a Rollerball poster in here or something. Yeah, Ruben on Facebook, he says the other figures of Cap and the Falcon were pretty pedestrian. They're pretty generic, licensing figures. These are just more exciting looking and more in tune with what's inside.
So they're more action. They're like kinetic energy. They're about ready to pounce and do things.
Especially with the notable theme for Jack Kirby's time with Captain America and the Falcon. No Red Wing. There will be no Red Wing in this whole thing. The letter page writers were like, Red Wing's coming back. You betcha, folks. We've got letters for Red Wing. Jack's bringing Red Wing. So.
Oh well.
Well,
in a way, that's a good sign, because it means that they couldn't control Jack, and Jack was making some for that decision. Yeah.
So we're back, and this is unfortunately the only splash that we have a pencil for. The only page we have a pencil for, I think, in this whole issue, and we have one page of original art.
I wonder where the rest are, because they have to exist somewhere.
Yeah. A new society, hidden like a dagger and sharpened for a death blow at the heart of the United States, grows and thrives beneath the Western Badlands. Hideous in fact as well as concept, the new society is a place of cruelty and cultism.
Wow.
Now read. Kill Derby. So cool. And look at this action-packed splash, man. So great. Wow.
Kill Derby.
There's our pencil. Wow. That's just great. So, of course, it's like, Jack's line is, the new society is a place of cruelty and cultism, and in its deadly grasp is Cap and the Falcon. But because Marvel had to have their inch at the top with the blah, 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 and the presenting stuff, that wasn't able to be done. So, anyhow. Who put this madman in the Derby? Well, he won't obey the rules. All right, let's see what happens. Any thoughts?
It's a nice spread, kind of.
It's really close up, right? There's not like, it's very claustrophobic. Not like so many of the other things where you'd get the foreground, middle ground, background guy in the bottom.
Well, you do have the guy in the bottom right corner.
Yeah, but it's pretty cool though for what it is. It's just kind of all right.
It's just amazing how his shield can like do so much damage so easily to metal and everything.
True. It's true.
It's pretty powerful.
Let me go. I want no part of your murderous game. Come on. There's a pot of gold waiting for whoever lives to reach it. Okay. So, yeah, that's exciting. I mean, I almost feel like this is like the stuff, like as far as Bruce Berry's concerned, like this is pretty darn good.
It's not bad. It's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Bruce Berry growing up. I like Bruce Berry actually better than Mike Royer.
Oh, you did?
So I started looking at the original art that I liked, and I switched.
Right. Mark is like, it looks like they're crammed into a phone booth.
Yeah, it does. You're right. Yeah, they're definitely crammed into something. The guy in the middle above Captain America with those shades, he's pretty cool.
He's great.
It's like they got all different helmets. There's
he's like from a Mad Max movie or something, right? George Miller's like looking at Kirby comics
with spikes on the side of his head.
Right. And Delight Loves Movies on YouTube says the original art must be worth so much.
It is.
That
is true. Any original art from Jack Kirby is worth so much nowadays.
And Andre is like, you almost feel like someone accidentally hit you from the page while you read. Yeah. Right. And then Dancing Dog on YouTube says, it's good to see you, Bruce Berry. Yeah, it is. All right. So then what happens? Drag him away. He's strong. Gas him. So they gas Cap, and then someone steals his shield.
Not his shield. That's the symbol of everything. Honor and America.
Oh, no. He won't need this shield, and I can use it in the arena. Oh, actually, and this is the page we have the original art for. And but we don't have the pencil. But you can see, something was changed here in the word wild. Let's see what else. There was probably a bad tangent with this pinky. That's probably what that, a tangent when the end of the pinky might have hit the line of the shadow in the background, so it didn't look good. They probably changed that. Oh yeah. He won't need the shield, like and I blah, blah, blah. So that was probably not. You can even see here how the lettering is different in the printed version.
In the fourth panel too, there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. Yeah, and the shield feels indestructible. I doubt if a howitzer can put a dent in it. This just may be the edge I need to win that pot of gold. So, be interesting to see what Jack actually meant by that. It's Fred Snyder from Jersey City Heights. Welcome. Good to see you on Facebook. Yeah. I think you were in Times Square today, right, Fred? Fred's a friend of mine from, the neighborhood here in Hoboken and so on. And sometimes I watch the Delight that Loves Movies on YouTube says they watch the comic art fans auctions, and Kirby pages are always tens of thousands of dollars.
They're not cheap.
They're not cheap.
They used to be cheap, like everything was cheap.
Right. So it's all about, I got to win that pot of gold. Come on, man. Like, give me your shield, and that's it. They're gonna throw him in the cell.
Slammer
with the Falcon. There's the Falcon in the foreground.
Yeah, apparently the Falcon got the same treatment. It says afforded to all dissident.
And then the minutes tick by. They start moving. It's like, oh, I was gassed. Falcon, is that you? It's like,
they basically
buddy.
Are down because they're not making any progress in getting the mad bomb.
Yeah. Being pushed around by a mob of freaky traitors. And they're still alive. And then the mad bomb. And then they kind of do a little Basil exposition moment here where it's like, yeah, remember the whole district in New York City when people went crazy. Now we're hunting one down the size of an ICBM. So we got to watch out. We don't want the. And then, oh, Cap, where's your shield, man?
Your left hand. It's free.
Oh, no, not good. That shield must not become part of a degrading spectacle. Okay.
This murder sport will make it a symbol of shame.
Oh, man. So now we're back to the arena.
Crazy people with cool glasses.
People in the foreground yelling at us. Yeah, waiting for the teams, the Derby, let them die. The smart money says the Blues will beat the Reds. And here comes the Blues will beat the Reds. Who are these guys? They're on red skateboards? Is that what it is? They have green and yellow.
Yeah, I think that's. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know
what the difference is.
It's a little confusing.
But they're on electric-powered skateboards, just like today.
It's true. Do they have lithium batteries, you think?
Probably.
Like that?
Yeah. Okay. No, they have nuclear. If it's Jack Kirby, they're probably nuclear powered.
Right. Then we see the audience. There's cheers in there, the elite seats. And she's like, where are my players? And it's like, come on, she's a fancy lady. Get her in there. My father, don't you know who my father is? Come on. The crowd.
I'm the elite.
That's right. And then it's like, this guy like calls Tinkerbell. Come on, this is number 2. They're canceling the Derby, and you can get those 2 dum-dums to play.
Because she has some kind of bet on them or something, right?
Oh. Delight loves movies on YouTube. I think Jack liked seeing Cher in his comics. And Lantern's own like, yeah, General Fist is kind of like the role that Nick Fury did in the other 7 Step stories. That's true, yeah. So, all right, now what? So there's Tinkerbell. She's like, you've got to release us. Some fool intends to use my shield. What's that, Tom?
Oh, they're just that the Falcon convinces him to do it because this is their only chance to get the shield back.
Right. Let's go. We gotta get out there.
We have no choice now.
Come on, get that shield. And Dancing Dog on YouTube. It's different from what was previous during Cap's run. I'm guessing it was Steve Englehart writing before Jack took over. I think there were a few people writing. I think the issue right before Cap took over was written by Tony Isabella. Marv Wolfman might have written something. I could really be wrong about that. But yeah, the big, Cap writer previous to Jack was Steve Englehart. Yeah. All right. So can we get it? All right. Well, okay. We're going to win. Falcon goes, because our standards are high, because we're fair and able in battle. And then Cap is like, all right, Falcon, all right, you cheered me up. Okay, Mr. Pure, she says. And we're back. We're back with General Fist.
In the crazy hat, helmet, sensing, underground
the hound
thing.
Dog, hovercraft, ground.
Yeah, hound dog.
Yeah, so he's out. The hound dog's out there, and then what?
He's in area B3. I don't know why you had to spell out the word 3. You could have just said B3.
Yeah. So, and then we get a message: hound dog to base. I've got a bogey. It's big. It's big.
I tell you, it's big.
It's huge. And we cut away. So now we're back on red skateboards.
It's cool because they can maintain their speed with those little squares there on their toe.
Oh yeah. Delight loves movies. We help out John Morrow and the Kirby Collector, and he helps us out sometimes too. We're pals. I help John with his website and his web store and stuff like that too. So Yeah, look, come those nervous Nellies. And by the way, yeah, like you say, you can these gizmos. You can regulate with buttons on the board. Okay, well, we're just going to survive and cut out. Your attitude will change when you see that pot of gold. Human greed is the keystone
of
our success. Oh, Jack, man, you know the deal. Jack knows human nature. Suddenly, a buzzer sounds. Oh, and here they come. I still don't know who red team and blue team are. I'm sorry. But that's okay.
That's true. They don't really separate out.
No. These are red, and those their boards are blue. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Why the red team has green and yellow outfits on? Yeah.
It's kind of confusing.
It's not great. Yeah. So, what's their front man? And it's just fighting time. It's great. It's action. He's got a flamethrower. I'm putting stuff out of my fingers.
That's pretty cool.
That's Tinkerbell. Yeah,
Tinkerbell. Yeah, it's Tinkerbell. She's a leader. She's a leader of the team.
Mark, I actually did look at. We did have the pencils for the previous issue, and I was able to look at Cheer's face, and he didn't really change it that much. Somehow it doesn't look great, but yeah, this is pretty much what Jack drew. Didn't change it a lot. Yeah, so there's a flamethrower. There's gas pellets coming out of your fingers.
On his back, and she gets it, but then he turns into a human fireball.
Comic book deep dives like maybe they went with green and yellow because blue and red might have made Cap and Falcon get lost in the crowd, or it's possible, or maybe they colored Tinkerbell green and yellow in the previous issue, and they decided to stick with it, and maybe that's the answer. That's just a guess. Who knows? There's a blazing fireball. There's he's wearing a fire and heat-proof suit. Yay! Oh my gosh, I can't escape him. Right. And guess what? I can fly! I'm up!
Magically.
Well,
dimwit.
We'll see you again when your fire is out, dimwit. And Falcon's like, I'm taking the offensive. That's great. Maybe we'll flush out the man who has your shield. Be careful. Don't jump the gun, you fool. Wait for my orders. No. Falcon's going to fly. Oh, and he gets netted.
I warned that recruit. Now he's on his own.
That's right. This is our big try. Yeah. That's right.
And of course, Cap frees him out.
Yeah. He just like pulls him out.
Yeah, that was easy.
Okay, we got to help him. All right. There's fighting up ahead. Oh, man. Bam, whack, sock, pow, and ugh. I would not go to that firm if that was a bunch of lawyers. Anyhow. It looks like the gold rush is in full swing. Okay. Cap jumps in there. Where's that shield? Where's that shield robber?
Yep.
Cap punches this guy in the face. Get out of my way.
Instantly.
Let me through.
His punch like dislodges all the metal and everything like that. It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a mayhem machine, that Cap.
Mayhem.
Yeah. He's splitting the ranks. You send in our stand-in. Oh no. I don't know what a stand-in is.
That's a fake.
It's a fake human. That's nothing but a bomb. It's a bomb, Uh-oh, back to General Fist and out in the Badlands. Look at that wham panel, though. Come on.
That's great.
This whole action sequence has been really fun. Come on.
Yeah, really and Cap being blown away from it.
Yeah. And
the really impact.
Action-packed. All right, this is the spot. Set her down. Where's Hound Dog? Well, keep looking. What? Hound Dog's over here. Dumped behind these rocks. Give me.
He's going to try. They're going to try to reactivate it.
Yeah.
So that they can find the entrance.
Okay. And
barely alive.
The Falcon's wings were made by T'Challa. That sounds right. Yeah, that was like back in that Steve Englehart issue with T'Challa on the cover with the Falcon and Cap. I remember that.
Oh.
Yeah. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, that's good. Lantern Zone. Yeah, it is kind of funny they're on skateboards, but Rollerball had just come out, and it was kind of it's a fun gimmick. Action. Come here for action. All right, so now what? There's some kind of what?
There's some kind of
driven machine?
Yeah, it's like a sawmill.
Yeah.
And of course, the Falcon comes in right at the right moment and somehow has a steel rod and breaks the propellers.
Yeah,
it's interesting because the Falcon always seems to come in at the right time to save Cap.
He swoops in.
This is like the third time. Yeah, he's a swooper.
He's a swooper. He's a plot swooper. He's like his dancing dog on YouTube. Jack's work had changed so much from his work on capturing the Tales of Suspense run, but I also have to keep in mind the art size changed from I think it was 18 by 24 to 11 by 17 or something.
Yeah,
that is true. Yeah. The art size did change, and I know the
not near the end though. That a good majority of Tales of Suspense near the. I mean, all the the last 10 or 15 issues were small size art too.
Oh, that were they? Yeah,
yeah.
And they were 10-page stories.
Yes. Yeah, because they were actually Iron Man was part of the mix as well. Yeah.
So this is like 17 pages, which after having seen Jack do, 21, 23, 24, 26 pagers in the New Gods and Commandy, I always feel like he's got more story to tell, but it's being compressed. I don't know why. That's why I like the annuals, and the bicentennial battles, because it's like Jack telling multi-page stories, and we've already covered the bicentennial battle. So if you check out our YouTube channel, you'll see we pretty much do this, what we're doing here on that. We did that like July 4th, 3 years ago or something. But it's a great.
Remember.
I don't either.
I barely remember doing that. We've done so many.
It was really fun. I mean, there were, the one fun thing about that was the Selma comment where Jack had mentioned Selma.
Yeah, that's true. That was a big deal.
And then it was like, it was edited out.
Yeah.
So, okay, so Falcon swoops in, and okay. Thanks, Falcon. You saved my life. All right. I don't have my shield, so I need saving. And then, ta-da! Last page, first panel. There's the guy with the shield. It's like, well, Cap kind of goes over and goes, "Hey, man, I don't want anything from you but the shield. Why don't you just give it to me?" And the guy's like, "What?"
You're dreaming.
Man. You're wearing your head wrong, chum. And then Jack's got this line here. It's like the Nazi ghost never seems to die within man. It marches with insane pride, respecting nothing, taking everything and ignoring the pain of others. Cap sighs in resignation. He will have to fight for his shield. Ha ha, here's a sample of what you're in for. Crack. Cap charges. There's no way you can surprise me anymore, chum. And that's it. Next, join us next issue. So we'll see.
The rocks are burning.
The rocks are burning. I know.
They are?
Yeah, I guess. Well, I love movies. YouTube. Jack's characters rode surfboards, skis, and skateboards now. That's right.
What will be next?
Mark Boyd wants a Tinkerbell miniseries on Disney Plus. Don't we all? I mean, after having seen this, come on. She's great. She should be in something. And here we go. Cap Comic Book Deep Dives is saying Cap is about to deal out some old-fashioned American justice. Steve Meyer.
Hey, Steve.
Kirby Museum member number 1. Or A, or Roman numeral I. Steve's been a big supporter and a great volunteer of the museum ever since it was founded. So it's always great to see you, Steve.
This is true.
You are welcome. You are welcome. And what's happening? So next, when is it? It's well, that was today.
Right? We're gonna do next Wednesday, right? Is that what we decided?
Wednesday, yeah. So next Wednesday,
because we are going to be in Los Angeles next weekend, archiving and scanning art, and also attending the LA Comic Art Show.
That's right. So we're going to cover these 2 issues.
So if you're in LA and you can go to the show, stop by and say hello. Better yet, if you have some Kirby art, we'll have our scanner there archiving art as well. Bring it with you, please.
That's right. And I'm just I'm having a blast. I had a blast making this burst today in the upper left corner.
That's nice.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
And the UPC code, I put the information on the side because the UPC code started showing up. Why not? Whatever. Having fun. It's the little, sometimes it's just the little things, you know? Same cap time. No, not the same. Well, you know, yeah, it'll be
same cap
Wednesday.
time.
Wednesday. Yeah. So we are looking to raise some funds for our collections website. Tommy, you got to get me a new image for this.
Okay.
This is yeah. So we have some mock-ups of some of the amazing work that's been going on, cataloging. We have a catalog raisonné for Jack that we're building. A lot of research and information and pulling together other great research from the likes from Richard Coltman and the Kirby checklist that Tomorrow's publishes, Mike's Amazing World, comics.org
database,
pulling a lot of stuff together and just trying to make that.
And also we've been researching like the records, the
copyright records.
Yeah. Copyright records to find out when release dates were, because some of them are missing.
Right.
And one of my projects I'd love to do is go down to Washington because a lot of stuff isn't available online, and try to get some more dates in here.
Go there. All right. Liked and subscribed, Dancing Dog. Thank you so much. Yeah, subscribe to our channel. Oh, Comic Book Deep Dives, always a great show. Love your graphics too, Rand. Great putting these together. Well, that's nice. You're welcome. I have fun. So yeah, if you can, look into supporting us, and we have a look at this. It's the first issue special, my favorite comic.
So the idea here is that the archive would be searchable. So for research, and you can get all the information, and it would lead to detail pages that would show some of the art, and then the gallery could be something that features historical art that could be studied and learned. And this is an idea of the gallery. Yeah.
So that's what's going on behind the scenes. If you're ever wondering what's up with those Kirby Museum guys, that's what's happening.
But unfortunately, we don't have any money to do all this. We've done a lot of work designing it and building all the data, and we still have a lot more work to do, but we don't have the ability to actually code and create this website. So that's why we're fundraising for it.
Yeah. Here's Fred on Facebook. He says he kicked himself that he didn't buy more of the bag retail sets. with Cap and the other Marvels. Yeah, I, like many, thought that they were Whitman reprints that were near worthless at the time, not direct sales books. Yeah, no, that's right. They would have those Whitman, those bags were amazing. And we do have a gift shop. You can buy a shirt. Oh, I faded off into no man's land. There we go. Shirts are for sale, pins, posters. Get this amazing Captain Victory poster. What is it? Too huge? I don't know. Go check out that Captain Victory poster. It's beautiful.
And it's got a hand with a brain in it.
How can you go wrong with an eyeball and a brain? I don't know. Beautiful, beautiful poster. And we appreciate all your comments, not just those of you who are alive, but as time goes on, and we do our best to respond mostly to the comments on YouTube. I do check out Facebook sometimes. And what? Mike wasn't watching on Twitch tonight.
Nope.
Well, that's what happens. So yeah, so that was that, and we will see you again soon. Thanks everybody for coming by, and thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Ran, for all the hard work putting this together.
Well, you scanned. You were scanning.
I scanned. That's about it.
Yeah. All right, Michael. You're welcome.
Thank you.
We'll see you all again sometime soon.
Next Wednesday.
That's right. Bye.